My name's Elia Isabel Tejas Estrada. I'm Colombian and I grew up in London and I'm 21.
Hi, I'm Alejandra and I'm Elia's mom. I came here from Colombia.
And then I close it and put it, and then I leave it here, and then I put.
My childhood in London was very multicultural, around a lot of Latin families. My family is quite big, so there's probably over 100 of us. Yeah, I grew up like with my cousins, you know, speaking English and Spanish. London represents, I feel like, more like a permanent home. The Latin community that we do have in London, I feel like that represents kind of like a second home. It kind of represents the other part of my identity, which is being Colombian, being Latino. So yeah, I think that's what it represents. Whenever I hear salsa, like it just, like, honestly, I'm such a fanatic. Like, I love dancing. I think dancing is really, I think, how I got way more in touch with my culture, because I had such a passion for it.
I mean, I enjoyed it here, but it was really hard. It was really hard being without mom, without my dad, without my sisters. Although my other sister came a year after I came to London, it was still, I really missed having my mom around. And it was really weird because I don't know, for some reason it was a decision that I didn't make to come and stay in here, and I still, up to this day, I still think I want to go back. So that's probably part of my plan. Maybe retire there, or maybe just go and live for a few years and see if I could really miss London, because I've been here in London since 1996. And we're in 2024, so it's quite a long time. But somehow I still don't think London, England is home.
My relationship with my mum it's very close. I'd say we're quite tight knit because my parents got divorced when they were quite young, so I just live with my mum, and I'd see my dad like on the weekends. So yeah, I'd say we're very, very close. It kind of feels more like having an older sister than having a mum, really, because yeah, I wouldn't say it's just your average kind of parent. I feel like, especially because she had me really young, I think that's where it really stems from. She understands me, but she can also be the parental like figure when she has to be, which I appreciate. Whereas, you know, she lived without her mum from when she was 15, so she's quite protective of me.
Things, and we used to have the Seven Sisters Market, which it was lovely. You used to have like hairdresser, Colombian clothes. I used to work in there as well, transferring money over to Colombia. So they used to have a bakery. It was really nice, but unfortunately they knocked that place down.
It's just not the same. Like, before, you would walk through those doors and like you would only hear Spanish. There was always music playing. There was the kids running around that, you know. That's where I used to go after salsa to like eat my empanada or whatever. In South London, I know that they just did like restaurants just near that area, and they're kind of like all on the same road or within like 5 minute walk, but they're like scattered.
It does affect the community massively, because obviously for the people that that's their full-time job, that's their business, it's quite sad to know that it's not there anymore. So it does affect the community. It has a knock-on effect on everybody as well.
I think it would literally be impossible for me not to stay in touch with my Colombian side. Also, another way I kept in touch was I started going to salsa classes when I was 13 years old, preparing for my quinceañera, which is a Latin party that that girls celebrate when they turn 15 to like show that you're becoming a woman.
I said to her, let's just, I don't know, go to Hawaii, enjoy ourselves, have a nice holiday, something you remember, instead of the party and inviting so many people and being ended up tired. But she said no, she wanted a big party, so it meant that she could have something that I couldn't have, which is nice as a parent.
My dad's from Cali, Colombia, so like he really likes salsa, so he found it like very important for me to like learn. So yeah, I enrolled and I met so many Latinos like my age, so many British Colombians, and I feel like that's when I really unlocked like another kind of side of London. Even though I had already seen it, I think I was seeing it through my parents' point of view, but I think when I enrolled in salsa, that was the first time that I was making my own friends and my own connections with like the Latin side of London. Growing up with like a Colombian background was kind of not, I wouldn't want to say difficult, but I'd say definitely different, because we like starting school and whatever, I was always like a tiny bit behind because obviously I was learning Spanish at home and English in school, so it kind of set me behind on my literacy and like reading. So even just having that small little difference, like it already like puts you a few steps back to like other kids, and I definitely did notice that.
It is frustrating because I'm not white, I'm not black, I mean, they have everything but Latin American, and I always put other, but sometimes I just decide not to disclose anything.
It just shows that we're not seen. I still understand that obviously the census is kind of what records the ethnic categories, and I think there's not enough Latinos in the UK for that category to be opened. But I definitely feel like as our community grows and it grows stronger, more, you know, British Latinos being born, more Colombian, South American immigrants come into the UK, we'll definitely one day get that category in there and we won't feel as alienated.
But we did research and there's like over 300,000
Really?
Latin Americans just in London.
Oh my gosh, I'm shocked. But then again, the little places that we hang out, they just closed. But yeah, I'm in shock that there are so many of us, which is nice, and I think we should be on the piece of paper.